when you are subtracting mixed numbers, it doesn't always work nicely. The fractional part of this number is actually smaller in the first part than it is in the second part. So we know that we're going to need to do a little bit of work to get to the answer. We can't just do this minus that and that minus that. This is the borrowing strategy. And it starts out shockingly similar to how we've been adding our fractions. We've got to find like denominators, which means I'm going to turn the bottom number 3, the denominator of 3 and the denominator of 4 into 12s. Everything else should stay the same. When we do this method, we find out that 3 times 4 gets you to 12, so you've got to do times 4 on the top, 8. 4 times 3 gets you to 12, so 3 times 3 gets you to 9. You can now clearly see I can't subtract 8 minus 9 unless I go negative in the middle of the question. This is how the borrowing method works and why it's confusing. We know that 4 and a bit is larger than 1 and a bit, so here's what we would have to do. We would have to take this 4 and chop it up. That's like taking one of your pizzas and turning it into slices. These are whole pizzas, these are slices. What that does is it adds this bottom number. If every pizza needs 12 slices and I just cut one up, that turns our 8 into 8 plus another 12, plus another whole pizza that we just cut up. We don't have to do anything to this number, so I'm just gonna go ahead and write that to keep it nice and neat. And so our new fraction becomes 20 12s with the 3 pizzas in front minus 1 and 9 12s. Here we can clearly see subtraction should be easy. First, I take away the slices. I have 20 and I need 9, 11 remain out of 12. I have 3, I take away 1, 2 are left. This method is easier than the improper fractions method that I have in another video. However, the part that everybody seems to get confused on is this bit right here. Everybody automatically wants to add 10. You've been doing that your entire life. Every time you borrow, you add 10 to the number before it. No, don't do that. Now you add whatever this bottom number is. If it's a 3, you add a 3. If it's a 2, you add a 2. If it's a 197, you add 197. That's how many slices you need to make a whole pizza, and we just cut one pizza up. That's what you have to add to the top. Please, please, please be careful. If you can handle that little bit of mental hula hooping, the math is pretty easy at the end. Good luck on your math.